Well, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Monaco S10 Shopping Garage. I am Mike. On March 27th of 2022, hope everyone's stay healthy and safe. Keep the riches turning and easy on the knuckles. Okay, this is finishing up a video on PMing the idler pulleys and tensioner pulley on my 08 G6 GT. Two more pulleys to do and I'm done with this. Yay. Now this also can include 07, 8, and 9 and other vehicles that has the idler pulleys, tension pulley. If you really want to go through all this, I suggest that you do, but it's your decision. But this is what I do. And I looked up on eBay. The prices vary a bit on the pulleys and tensioner pulley, and I cannot find tensioner pulley itself, tensioner with the pulley, and in all the stores I've checked at, none of them sell the pulley without the tensioner. And I also got the belt. I will show you this information in just a little bit. Your average cost on eBay for all the pulleys and the tensioner pulley is varying on price and the name of manufacturer can range up to $250. That's not including the belt. So the time is about the same, swapping them out versus taking them off and doing what I've been doing on these last few videos. That's what I choose to do, is redo mine, repack them, and see how long they last, and I can stretch out to where I have to replace them. I don't even find on the internet or the stores that you can buy these parts or the bearings to replace them with. Back in the day, my time, you could do that. Like some other older vehicles that you could buy parts to rebuild starters, alternators, etc., etc. Can't do that much anymore. Very little at that, but the bearings I cannot find. So I got some info here to share with you, so give me just a second. Okay, this is the information you'll need for the, as I would call them, mini syringes. All this off of eBay. Lure lock syringes, if I'm pronouncing the first two words or first word right. And there's what you need. That's what I paid for them. One package, but I've got, off the top of my head, a dozen syringes for that price. Great, or 10 piece, I'm sorry, right there at the paperwork. 10 piece, I didn't miss it by much. So there you are. And again, the syringes. All right. The other idler pulley and a tensioner pulley right here. I'm going to get ready to check them out, and actually, while I have the camcorder turned around, you can see how cruddy that is, and the grease is drying out. This side to that side, and the other one the same way, so we investigate it and get these taken care of. Okay, and there's a bigger mouth syringe, and see if I can get the information to you here. We'll do this cross-handed. If I get this to you, there you go. Let me roll this around, and that's where I got these at. Okay, let's get started. And here we go. And when I showed you, I already took the cap off, grease cap, and try to get this to focus. So let's get started and get this one taken care of. Use the same tools, and by the way, let me take a look here a minute. Give me just a second. And the tools you will need to take these two pulleys off, 13 millimeter 6-point 3/8 drive. That's what I used. Okay, let's get this show on the road. All right. And let me get this down to where you see what I'm doing. That'll be a big help. Oh yeah, and I told you I was going to go to the local junkyard and get some pulleys to see about what I could do about the ball bearing retainer, and that looked like a lip into the pulley. Here's the two pulleys I got at the junkyard, in case I messed them up, didn't hurt anything. Didn't want to mess up the OEM ones. That lip is the inner race. It's all made together and then pressed in the pulley. So that can't be done. I was hoping so, but nope, can't be done. So I can only do what you've seen on my videos. That's it. So when they go, they bite the dust and buy the new ones. Whatever price that might be at that time. As we all know, prices of everything's going through the roof. Wish they wasn't, but they are. Now, before I go any further with this, I do want to bring to your attention, and with the other pulleys, all the same, there's no grinding. That scuffing sound you hear is my fingers on the pulley, right here. I'm just getting these in time to where they don't go bad, see how far they will go. But there's only 98,000 change on the clock on the Pontiac. And on my 010 Aveo, I'm proud to say, trouble-free, motor-wise. My 010 Aveo, the 1.6 Ecotech, on the clock now, proud to say. She's got 156 thou and change. Still the OEM clutch and the shoes. I'm really proud of her, and I take really good care of her, as you know. I just don't drive really fast. I generally get in a slow lane and go on about my way. And I don't dog her. Okay. Now I got the old grease crud and stuff moved. Now see what I can do with this. This may be a bit of a different procedure. Okay, that I can see. All right. Now apparently I can't take this bearing retainer out. At least not the way I want to. And I'm not going to take a chance on messing it up. It's not going to come out. So, next thing I can do is just inject it. And I will show you, or try to here. Okay, provided you can see this good enough, I can get it to focus. There's slots in between the bearings. I'm not sure it goes all the way through, so I'm going to put some grease in there. And so far as I can tell, I don't think they go all the way through. Then again, they might. From what I can see, tell you what, let's try something. Just the science of curiosity. Let me take the other side seal off and see if I can get something to go all the way through. Now, if it does, I know grease can get into the bearing. So let's see what we got. This is a new one on me. Now let's see what I got. Easy does it. Okay, I'll show you this. This side is just as cruddy as the other side. Let's see what we got here, getting the grease out. And this grease is all dried out. I'm really surprised it hasn't gone out. That would not be good. Oh, by the way, before I go any further, give me a sec. This is the info you're going to need to get the belt. How about this at O'Reilly's? There's 3 stores I deal with. O'Reilly's, AutoZone, and Certified or Napa. Certified Napa is the same store. But there's the information you need. And on the belt itself, let's see here. On the side, just for doing it. And the belt itself, trying to do this one-handed here. So give me a sec. All right. And the rest of the info, give me a second here. Whoops, thought I had it. Again, I thought I had it. Oh, okay. There's all of that. And it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rib belt. Okay, there we have it. Okay, I do want to bring to your attention before I go any further that I was going to try to do my videos on Instagram and TikTok other than YouTube, my channel, on my Michael ST Shopping Garage. TikTok only does, from what I've been told, generally at the max of 5 seconds, 2 minutes maybe. That's not long enough time for me. And Instagram, I'm still not sure just yet, so I'm still looking into that. Thanks so much. So, back to this. I've also done sharing on Facebook. All right. Now then, back to scraping this off. All right. Now let's see if this goes all the way through. Hopefully it does. If it don't, well, there goes that idea. I don't even see any light through them. Not good, but well, that's just the way they're designed. Nope, they don't go all the way through. So back to square one, degrees each side. So we'll do what we can. Oh, the sun's coming out. All right, but still a chilly, balmy, 35 degrees in Ohio. Ohio's weather fluctuates so much. Typical March. All right, now I got to see how I'm going to be able to do this, because these bearing retainers are not designed the way this one is. It's got a retainer surrounding half the bearing to each side, so I've got to refigure my strategy on this. By the looks of them, let me get this back out in a minute. By the looks of it, I'm about to take grease from the out of the syringe, well, inject it, that is, and fill this entire cavity with grease, because I can't get in between the bearings because it's the retainer sealed. Because what I mean is, where the bearing is at, you have to imagine a bearing here, and the bearing retainer is basically covering half of each side on the top and bottom, but as the bearing rolls around, it'll pick up grease. So, okay, maybe a better diagram of this. Bearing retainer. Retainer's my hand. Bearing is the pulley, but the top and the bottom is exposed. So here we go. I don't doubt the other pulley is the same way. Now these are plastic pulleys, a hard plastic at that. I may have to take these out and service these pulleys more often than 30,000 mile intervals, the way this is looking. Hopefully this will get the grease down in where the bearing retainer's at and cover a lot more of the bearing than what you see in the video. That's all I can do. Hope for the best. As I've said before, all the mods I've done and all of the PMing I've done always paid off. Keep wanting to take the C-clamp loose and not the vise. Okay. Hold on a sec. I've got to check on something here. Okay. Now, I have noticed, as you can see from this side, you can actually see the ball bearings. This side, you can't. Actually, this rotator retaining is cupped. So, I want to get more grease in there I can. Hope for the best for this side, but this is going to be the main side. The definition of I told you about the bearing and the bearing retainer. Well, I just found out, as well as you saw, this is not designed the way it looked from the other side at the time. So, change of plans and strategy. I've got a hunch that this ball retaining type of bearing retainer works better than this type. I can only do so much to this side. It's really limited. So what I'm going to do, and I'll show you now, we're all learning at the same time right now. I'm also self-taught at my mechanics too, from back in, somewhat back in the day, as my buddies passed on. Other certified mechanics, garages, shops, some internet now, and I can tell the difference on the internet, what is and what's not, what makes sense and what don't. Some does, a lot of it does, some of it don't. But back in the day, steel bearings, we never did grease these, or pack them, service them, any of that nature. Nowadays, I do. Have been for a while. Just I want to be able to recently, in the 4 years I've been doing the videos, to be able to do this. Now we're going to do something a little different on a strategy. Transmission fluid. It's a higher detergent type of oil and lubricant, but I'm not going to flood the thing. So give me a second, I'll be right back. Now doing this will be a first for me, but I'll let you know as time goes on how this turns out. Like I said, I'm not going to flood it. It's just a little bit of lubrication. And there's the setup. And whatever you feel is right for doing it this way. Science work here. It already feels super smooth and rolling. So everything's working so far. And that should, I think, it'll be all I'm going to need for this. I'll re-grease the other side again, and that'll be it. Okay. All right, now for the seal. Slight bend in it, so easy fix. Dust the surface off a little bit just in case. Like I said, it don't take much. Another gook on this. Other bearing with the hole in the seal is just going to stay that way till I get lucky and get another seal for it somehow. Probably the junkyard and another pulley. These were, oddly enough, these seals are a hard plastic on the outside with still with the metal ring for it to attach to. So I'm going to wait, hopefully get the pulleys with these type of seals, and they're not all hard because you still feel the rubber texture to it. These are already dried out. That's hard as a rock. So I'm not using them. Just the way that it is. Sometimes I need both hammers, sometimes I don't. And I almost press that back in with my fingers, which is okay. And just in case, don't forget, red's the rubber, yellow's the hard. There we go. Double check. All seems good. I'm only want to put grease on this side. So take this off before it gets spilled. Feels good, feels smooth, like it should. Alright, now for this to get the grease down in there again and get ready to seal her up. That way the grease seal will fit down in there like it should. I think that's going to be about it. Yep, I think that's going to do it. Okay. I'll clean all these pulleys off before I put them back on the motor engine. All right. Check this. We got a slight bit of a twist in it. Okie dokie. Looking good. I gotta clean the side off, and you can see it's gunked up. I got a hunch the other bearing setup's gonna be the same way this one is. And if you haven't already, please do so. Subscribe, notification bell, thumbs up, like my videos, informative. Subscribe and notification bell, thank you so much. It's heartfelt, I appreciate it. Like going by thumb, I'll just do it that way. A little bit of persuasion here and there, but nothing overwhelming. And just to be on the safe side. And there we go. Looks like she's good as new. See what we got. Oh, yes indeed. Nice. All right. One more to go. Let's see if we've got the same issue with this one as we had with the one we just finished. Probably a little bit of a bend in it. Yep, very same way. Except it's not as cruded, at least on this side. As you can see. But she does need packed. I mean, she's darn near powder house dry on that side. Let's check this one. Or this side. Yep, same bearing setup. Yep. But look at this side. The other side was dry. Check this side out. There is nothing. Still through the silk, so just in time. So I'm going to do this in the same way. Actually, I don't think there's anything I need to clean out of this one. By the looks of it. Nothing there, and definitely nothing on that side. Okay, doke. Only plus with this type of setup is, with this bearing retainer, I don't have to take it out and line all the bearings up to fit this, because this thing comes out. So it does speed up the process a bit. And we're going to town on this because we already know what to do with this one. We learned from the other one I just done. Yeah, buddy. It's what the doctor ordered, figuratively speaking. All right. Here we go with the trans fluid. Like I said, don't flood the thing. Transmission fluid lubricates, but you got to have a constant flow of it. This does not feed it constantly, so it's just a dab here and a dab there. The grease is the main part of it. So just don't do all transmission fluid, or it's not going to last. Supposed to be at 70 by Wednesday. Oh, yes. Oh, feel the smoothness. It was smoother than what it was. Not saying a lot. It was already smooth, but smoother. Okay, just about done with this one. I'm keeping this for a spare, but for the other bearings. The metal pulleys apparently have this type, and the plastic ones have pretty much the enclosed ones. One side enclosed, the other side's not. Like, go figure. I'm not the one sitting at the desk or at the computer designing this stuff. Back in the day, you could rebuild alternators, starters. Nowadays, pretty much all disposable, but that's what manufacturers want. I don't like doing that. This is what I like doing. Oops, there's what I want. I'll keep picking stuff up till I get what I pick up what I do want. Seek and ye shall find. Just about done. This is going better and faster than the first one because now we know what's going on and what we need to do. we're not going in a blindsided. A lot of times I hate that, but that's part of it when you don't work on a lot of different vehicles, which I don't, and work on mine and help some friends out. But I do look into science and physics and look up information. All right, all good there. And to all new subscribers, I hope you find this interesting, educational, and save you time and money. That's what my videos are for, and I enjoy making them. I like helping people. Nowadays, the cost of garage and shops and dealerships, prices are outrageous. Because back in my day, SAE or ASE mechanic, 20, 30 bucks an hour. Now we're 90 to 100. It's not cheap. I just soon do the work myself that I can do. I don't do machine shop work. I don't have the equipment nor the space to put it in. Let's see if I can. There we go. There we go. Whoop, there I go throwing stuff. Oh yeah, yes indeed. No more transmission fluid. I've done used all I'm going to use, which leaves about that much left in it, but that's only because of what I put in it. I'll show you something on this syringe if I don't forget to. Yep, slight bend. Fit like a glove. Oops. See what I mean? I'll pick up what I need eventually. Now I want it. Oh, sweet. I'll grab the right handle here in a minute. See what we got. Slight drag because of new grease, which is good. No catches. We're good to go. That's it. All four of them are done. Now then. Okay. All right. Put that in its protective sheath, as I will call it. That way nothing gets poked or it gets broke or anything easy. And what's left of the fluid in the container. Pull this back up almost out. And she's ready to be used again. I'll reuse these small syringes as many times as I can. I got one that doesn't want to be reworked. It likes to lock up, so I'm probably going to pitch it, but I've got like 10 more, or 8 more, excuse me. I'm thinking 12 again. Alrighty. Just the way I'm doing it. Alright. Alright. You go to your local hardware store, the tubing, I don't know what size it is, but it's 1/8 inch, and the hole is about the size of the needle, blunt needle. Oh, here, I'll take this back off. Let's see what we got here. It's a little bigger than that. And the info to the beginning of the video. Let me see here a minute. Okay. 1 mil syringe, 23 gauge, 1.5 inch. That's probably the size of that needle, that blunt needle tip. So there you are. That going to give you an idea of this right here, and cut it the length you need. And a drill bit and a diamond tip rat tail file of the miniature versions. File it out a little bit of a press fit, and you've got it. That's what you need. That's what I needed anyway. So that's all for today, y'all. So everyone have a good one. Stay safe. Let me bring this back up. That's all for this video. And once again, just a big friendly reminder, like, subscribe, notification bell, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for my subscribers and new subscribers, and hope all my videos help you out in one way or another. There's only a handful of informational ones. The rest of them are on hands doing what I do. So if there's anything that you need me to look up, to look into, that I can do, let me know and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much, and y'all have a blessed one. Stay safe, stay healthy. And the safe part of it is quote unquote priority. Have a great one, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking out my channel. Thanks a lot. Bye.